Chinese says that their spring pattern of energy changes on the second full moon after the winter equinox.
Oh, okay.
Second full moon.
No, excuse me, second new moon. New moon is empty. So that's going to be our next new moon, which is in a couple of weeks.
So they have a different lunar calendar.
Right, ours changes. Ours changes. All right, so because of that, we're going to use a little bit of the ending of winter, which is the same as the middle, so it won't, really doesn't matter when do we leave it, but we're going to work on our water, because that's emphasis of winter, but also the winter cycle. So as I'm talking, I want to just relax and breathe in and out. As we breathe in, new energy from outside, and we expand up, breathing out, we sink. We're going to move our arms in a minute, so we have a sequence, the pattern. But we're dealing with the effects of winter on the body, which happen to be depression and anxiety are very, very common.
Yeah. So
we want to see how we can work correcting that darkness, the depression, in terms of anxiety, and then needing to strengthen the water at the same time. So we're going to be doing those two things. So again, as we breathe in, so the method of the madness, why we're going to do some new patterns and combination of patterns. As you breathe in, you really puff up, stretch, get up and full. As you breathe, sink, shrink, come down. Breathing in and breathing out. And feel the body. We're going to be comparing body status throughout the session to see if we can make changes in the patterns of the energy and the quality of the energy. So now, as I breathe in, raise your hand up to shoulder height and puff up. And then breathe out. Lower them, but also shrink a little. And breathe in. Breathe out. As I breathe in, I want to puff up not only the body, but the space around me. So I'm really emphasizing the area around the body. And going through that area with our arms as I breathe in and puff up, rise up, breathe out, sink, and shrink. Breathe in, puffiness, the whole body, but the space around, and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the expansion and contraction of the body and your aura, the area around you. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now this new energy that we've accentuated or activated, we want to activate it a little more. So a little dropping, wrists are down low. And it's almost like bouncing the energy off the floor, comes back up, go back down. And a little bit of knee motion, come up, down. Bring your hands up higher and down, up to the shoulders. So now it's activating a little more. You can feel it sloshing up and down. Now we have a more arm movements than breathing. You might do 2 or 3 of these with the in and 2 or 3 with the out. At your pattern. I won't get you off pattern. Now, way up high and down. Up on your toes. You can feel already your body warming up. Qi warms up also. Now the cross country. If there's knee problems, then you don't have to accentuate the knee motion, but in your mind, feel the energy come up and down. You're getting hotter and hotter. Then we're going to come on a different plane away. Fingers are open. And come all the way around. Go back the other way. Come back and bring it into the lower dantian. And feel now the quality of the energy that's flowing through the body. See your connection with the earth. Feel how your feet are touching the earth, and we're going to monitor that and see how it changes. And the energy from above, our head are closer to the heaven, chi, and your feet closer to the lower earth. And to see how that differs, so we bring our hands together as they breathe in, come all the way up and look up into the heavens. Breathe out, push down to the earth. Bring up energy from the earth. Look up into the heavens. Breathe out, down. Breathe in. Stretch way up. Breathe out, push down to the earth. See the roots under your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to be changing our concept of how we stand. We're not standing on the earth. When I go down and I push my hands and I don't want to connect the earth energy and bring it up through, bring down from the heaven. I want to be, because of the energy that I want to work with, earth energy, I want to be one with the earth, not on the earth, not separate. The exercises that we'll do, we want to see how we can feel that energy be part of us, and we're part of it, no separation. And we'll talk about that as we do a few exercises. being one with earth, which is the element for the wood, excuse me, the earth element, sorry, is the stomach and spleen. And worry. And the worry is where this depression comes from. Any types of depression, but we're working on that which has an emphasis of worry because of all the earth, the worldly accounts that are going on. It kind of bothers us, and that can create the darkness. We're worried we'll get out of this condition, get into this depressed state, and so we want to strengthen things to get out of it and say that it doesn't affect us. Now as we come down, one last time. Now bring our hands, we've never done this, right on the solar plex, right below the bones, below it, both hands together. And this is really because we're connecting ourselves to the stomach, the spleen, and the muscles around the body. We're warming them up. Sometimes you might say, wait a minute, my stomach is down here, but it's the top part that we're connecting so that we see its connection with the rest of the system. And when you get too worried, you start tensing up in this area. So we want to send relaxing messages, breathing in and out, a new place of holding our hands, and see the difference. See it go through the hands into the solar plex, right into the rib, the bottom of the ribs, helping us breathe more relaxed. These muscles can tend to get tense. And now just kind of survey how you feel, the quality of the energy. We're going to come back to this position a few times and see if it changes. Breathing in and out through the nose. You feel that the back expands when you breathe also, not just the front. Now the earth stands, or it's a single versus moving pattern of stance, is the standing in a horse and rider. So you want to get in as much of a boat position as you're able to. Don't stretch it. Very straight back, and your Qigong is not down at your hips, but up. You know where your hands were here? Bring the hands now in the same place. And we're controlling our energy, so thumbs in. And just kind of stand here, breathe in and out. Expansion of the whole body as I breathe in, and shrinking as I breathe out. In your position at home, breathing in, a little bit of expansion. Breathing out, shrinking. And see if you can feel the energy through the whole body, this earthly matter. And again, you're not on top of the earth, you're one with the earth. In a minute, we'll do an exercise to show us being with the earth. Breathing in, full body fills up. Breathe out. Shrinking. If you get tired, you can stand up a little. As you breathe in, feel the rib cage expand. Breathe out, feel it contract. In. One more in and out. Breathing in, feel it expand. Breathing out. Now we come back together and again fold our hands right below the breastplate. And now see if there's more action, especially in that rib cage area, having a little bit more tension, maybe heat, tingling. There's no statement of saying what it should be. Just figure out for yourself, what did it do to you? Everybody is a little different. Maybe a little heartbeat, a little heavier from standing in a more strenuous position. Now we're going to do half of the crane looks behind, so the chi lock with our fingers together. Breathe out, then breathe in. Breathe out, and we don't twist sideways like we normally do with the spleen exercise. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. And we're breathing out and in a little different as we're starting massaging the back. Bringing it out towards the back. Down. In. Down. Breathe in and hold it. Now we're switching to massage the front of the lungs. So breathe out. Now breathe in, going away. Breathe in. See how it goes to the front. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And now, I'm going to start speeding it up. Get this energy going. The engine going faster and faster. A little faster. Really get it activated. Twice with each. Breathing in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out. 3 times. In, out, out, out. In, out, out, out. In, out. Going faster. In, out. In, out. Bouncing in, out. We get the whole body activated. In, out. Even faster. Breathe at your will, but fast. Moving our arms fast. Make your chi lock with your fingers. Make sure we don't lose that connection. Feel the heat. Don't forget your energy is coming from the earth. It was like a pump, bringing it up through the feet. And then now relax. And again, back to the higher holding just below the breastplate and slowing our breathing down. Feeling the heartbeat right there, right just above the stomach. When I say we want to be one with the earth, it's kind of like a surfer, right? If a surfer is just trying to be on top of water, when a wave comes, he gets knocked off. But if the surfer is one with the water, he stays on. He's got his balance. This also will help with your own balance of walking down the street, getting through a mud puddle, getting over stones, because you're part of it. You're not separated from it. We want to see how we can now interact with the water element, because we want this characteristic of flowing to help with our ability to deal with how to be one with earth. So we bring our hands together, okay, and I'm going to just change the location of where I send my hands. So first, I'm going to push them a little bit to the side, come back to the beginning, push them a little bit to the side, come back to the middle, push away. And this is like a wave that I'm riding and being part of. But I'm not going to just stay at this level. I want to make it go a little lower. As I come down, you might even spread your feet out a little bit as I come away. Making this is really working on my water element, which helps me with my earth element. It teaches me how to be one with something, the flowing and helping the flow of the energy. Come down, low as I can. And down to the bottom, however low you're able to. And I start coming back up. And it's an interesting relationship between water and earth. And we call it a grandparent-grandchild relationship. So think of the grandparent is the earth. Now we're going to start going up a little. The grandparent is the earth. And sometimes, I think we're all grandparents here, we get stuck in our ways. And we have, the way it was when I was your age, right? And we're stuck in our pattern. Come back up. And that stuck in the pattern is what's going to help or hinder my development. So the grandchild comes around and helps us with, come up to the top, helps us with our computer. We learn the new ways of doing things and gets us out of that stickiness. And we learn and we're able now to flow. If we were stuck, we're stuck on the earth. If we now get rid of that stickiness and learn the new pattern, then we can become one with the earth and help strengthen. By strengthening the water, it helps us unstick the patterns of the earth that were creating that original problem. And now we come back and again hold this new spot for us, breathing in and out. And maybe you feel yourself still flowing. You feel that new water element, water feel to my solidness of being part of the earth. And now I'm flowing. If I close my eyes, I can feel myself with that rotation, that movement around, back and forth. Get out of my rut, find the happiness. Now we come back again to my spleen motion, but this time the full spleen. So I'm gonna twist and move because I'm going to work on getting that energy out of the earth that I'm part of and up through the leg. So I come Out, breathe out. Breathe in. The other way, breathe out. Breathe in. And feel the energy come up through the roots, through the bottom of my feet. Massage the inside of the leg. All right.
I got the Charlie horse.
And now come back again, holding my new pattern, feeling it. It actually cooled down as a different type of exercise, cooler. Might feel the difference in temperature, but I also feel that motion of this waviness, but also at the same time up and down of the energy of the earth.
I don't think those open.
Oh, they don't.
I don't think.
I'll move this.
You want to come over here?
Oh, no,
Close
no,
to
no.
the window?
And this cold over there, so.
You can stand over here, the window's open.
Oh, no, don't open the door. No, no.
You got all the cats.
Yeah, so come outside. Oh.
And this cold.
You can come over here.
I open this window.
You can come over here.
I'll see about here.
It's.
So now we're going to integrate.
Sweat a little bit during the exercise.
The what?
It's a little sweat.
I know it is.
We are,
You're moving the sheet around.
yeah.
You
This
got
is
all
part
that
of it.
great energy.
Now we want to integrate. We want to integrate that energy. So we bring it back up the back, bring it up through the front, but more than just fire and water, because we're working really on the earth and water. We're mixing those together. There was the fire, the heat was produced by fire. Nothing like yin and yang, nothing is 100%. But we want to integrate them all together. Get them working together and balanced. The key is the balance. So what was out of balance, if there's depression, something got stuck with the earth. We wanted to strengthen it, wash it with the water, find new channels to let it flow and overcome this worriness that we have of the winter. Is it gonna get warm again? It will.
Oh, yeah.
It will. And we'll complain about the heat.
It's really hot.
We go to Toronto, it's only -20.
Yeah. Speaking about Toronto, we're going skiing. So I'm going to be missing 2 weeks in February. Not in Toronto, but in the Russian oligarchy. Come back down to the. So we're going to Georgia.
Georgia.
Putin doesn't go wild.
As long as Putin doesn't
Yeah.
take us over, we'll have a nice ski trip. So the 21 and 22, Monday, Tuesday, and 28 and March 1. We're skipping because we'll be gone. And I don't know how my internet's gonna be, so I won't even try
Yeah,
do it.
I'll be
Zoom.
gone. I'll be gone next Monday.
Next Monday?
Yeah, let's see, to the Ramon crater.
Ah, good, good. That'll be good. All right, now feel again all of this new patterns. Let me just look at one thing. All right, I make this up. Okay, so now come and we're just gonna tap ourselves like we normally do, because these are new. I don't want to get cold either. I'm closing this window.
Okay, I'm okay now.
But we're not, before we integrated it all, now we're just making sure these patterns, even though we didn't work with all 12, get these patterns to open up and flow. Especially we're down at the bottom near the earth, really extra tapping down there to make sure that it's not going to be a blockage to get the energy up out of the earth. Area of the stomach also, we're giving some good wax. Stomach and spleen coming down. Now when we come down the backside massage, we're going to massage the kidneys that were the receptacle for the water. You might feel some new sensitivity, itchiness, warmth. And now bring that pattern, flow down. Feel the muscles coming. Feel the energy come up through the inner side of the legs. Run back one more time. And then again, as we're here, bring your hands up. And feel the whole body. As you're breathing in and out, feel the sensitivity of what's moving, what's not, what feels different. How was it different than before? And now we're really going to integrate all of it now, not just earth and water. So we'll do the 5 waves, and each of these things that we've done also, you can do on their own. You can just do one pattern every morning, it's fine. So with the fire and water is a full exercise of integrating everything. So now, excuse me, the 5 waves, not fire and water. As you breathe in, breathe out. Feel it now. We're part of the earth. See the difference of bringing energy, not from earth into the body, but being part of the same system. And I'm just bringing it up through the channels that are connected and whole. So breathing in, not going from one place to another, but within the same. Breathing in and breathing out. Don't leave one space into another, but move within the same space. I breathe in, I raise up, feel this motion. And it's a wave, it's like not straight up, straight down. It's like the shape of a wave in the ocean. Up, crashes, comes back down. The wave is up. See it curl and crash on the shore. breathing it in. And come down. So this wave, this crest coming up is not a separate entity from the ocean. It's all part of the same ocean. We're part of the same earth. And that earth wave comes up and goes down. Part of the same. I'll go up a little higher to the heart, to the fire. Open up and breathe out. Breathe in, expansion of the heart. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Curl the shoulders in. They open up. Open up. Bring the shoulder blades together in the back. Breathe out. Two more times. Accentuate the difference of opening up, contracting, bringing the shoulders forward and up, shoulder blades together in the back. Breathe out, front of the shoulders contracting here. Now we come up. Our hands are up in the clouds. This is really important now as the wood element that is part of the theme. My hands are in the heavens, but feet and earth are connected, right? I'm one with the earth. So the energy is coming, the roots are down deep. I'm not just looking at the waving of the clouds, I'm feeling the energy come right up through my feet. It's like fire hose can come right. The movement of the water can be very strong or it could be little drips. Short pattern. No right and wrong, but it's connected. I want to feel the earth solid and heavy. Feel my hands in the clouds light and fluffy. Now the water doesn't bring down the rain. Comes down as the hands reach the face, push it, hands towards the body, kind of scanning as it comes down through. Breathe in, come up into the clouds, bring the water down, and scan the body by pointing the palms towards the body. And they hit the face. Up high into the clouds, the water comes down, and it's like an MRI, CAT scan, looking at the whole body, slices at a time, all the way through, from the front to the back. And up. One last scan. Everybody sees something different. See what you see. See what you feel. See what you hear. What you smell. As they come up to the chest, and I'm going to push away from the lungs with the metal element. Push. Breathing in, hands come straight up into the lungs. Breathe out, push. Feel something against your hand. Breathing in. Breathing out. In. Breathing out. The metal is the protected shield. This is also important. We didn't work on it in this exercise, but the others is the immune system, which today is very important. So I want to shine this armor up and strengthen it. Even though it's just at the end, I still want to think about it. One last time. And down, bringing our hands in to the lower dantian this time because we're stabilizing it all and putting it into its receptacle. But see if you can feel a difference between when you had your hands up high and down low. How does the body feel with the new position, different position? Feel the fire now getting stabilized in the lower dantian. What a different quality. Now we've brought it back into its standard place, but the quality is different. Quality has its emphasis of a stronger element of wood, solidness.
This is like being grounded.
Exactly.
Ground.
I was just
Grounded.
more energetic.
Here it was lighter. It was like
More energetic.
And that grounding then allows us to overcome the issues that can affect our nervousness of what's happening. So, which has a repercussion to the depression and fear and worriness of can't get through it. You can. Now you have the tools. Grounded, I'm starting one with the earth, palatable, and I've broken free with the water, learned some things from my grandchildren, the water, to unblock what was affecting me before and letting it flow. Now the energy is flowing more and more. Now I'm holding here, also think about that flow. See if I can feel the water moving so that my balance is a lot stronger because I am solid, but I'm moving. We had our earthquake, right? A couple of Friday night, Saturday night. The earth can move. We don't tip over.
The Galilee, 3 milli ones.
Yeah.
No, somewhere.
Haifa area. It's supposed to be Beit Sham.
Beit Sham.
Yes.
All right, it's a little shorter, a couple minutes to spare, but this was more intense, so we can't stretch that out too much, too difficult. But each part can be done on its own. And you see the heat and build up quickly. So it's energetic.